Hello Pisces, my name's Jason. This is your March 2019 General Tarot reading. You'll know in the first couple of minutes if this is resonating for you. Could be about love, career, any questions at the forefront of your mind. If it's not resonating for you, or even if it is, please check out my readings for your moon and rising sign, and we'll see if those can fill in some gaps for you as well, or perhaps resonate more strongly. I find when I'm doing readings, the rising sign of, and when I'm watching readings, the rising sign is so often much more strongly resonant than my sun signs. So maybe not. Let's have a look though now for the month of March for Pisces. Okay. Pisces, you go into the month of March with the Six of Swords. So looks like you've chosen to move away from something or towards something else. Not sure what that is yet, but it's like you've had some kind of a victory. Perhaps you've had some kind of a payout, or some kind of a things have happened which have allowed you to move on to perhaps calmer waters. Okay, with a sense of victory and a sense of being able to take what's important with you. Okay, so that's a pretty optimistic card to start your reading with, Pisces. So moving on is seems to be what's happening with you at the moment. Now, what's crossing you? You have the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is a card of being in a good position, feeling as though the world is in your hands and you are taking responsibility for your own decisions. It's a card of planning, and it's a card of still needing to decide your final destination, if you like. So even though you're moving along and moving away from something, I'm not sure you know exactly where you're heading, and it's not really feeling as though it's urgent for you to know that. It's just that you've decided that you've moved on and you're going to move on. You're not sure where you're going, but you're feeling pretty abundant about things mostly, and what a pretty good place to be in. It's just that there could be like a crossroads that you're not sure which way to go. Okay, maybe the things are a little bit too open for you, perhaps, and you'd like a bit more definition as to the options available to you. Okay, so if this is in work or love or perhaps in life generally, maybe we'll see how it goes. Okay, your conscious goal. Again, it's another card of indecision. Okay, this is the Two of Swords. So your conscious goal is to make this decision knowing that you don't know the outcome. Okay, you don't have all the information you need, so perhaps you don't know how much money you're going to be able to make from this. You don't know what the neighbours will be like, or you don't know what this new group will involve, or the new job. So you're going in fairly blindfolded. You have your hands or your arms across your chest as though you're defending your heart there. And the moon also represents a certain element of mystery. And so your decision seems to be the challenge for you. Okay, so you want this. It's like you want more information to be able to make a clear decision about your direction, but it might not be coming to you, and so you're just going to have to bite the bullet and follow your intuition. It's always the best way. Unknown influence. Okay, the unknown influence, you have the Three of Pentacles. Rightio, I'm feeling that this is a workplace dynamic that you're dealing with here. The Three of Pentacles talks about, workplaces, but because it's in your unknown influence position, you might be feeling a little anxious about what this new position has to offer. If you look at that person standing on the bench, he's holding like a cup or something, and look, that cup is empty. And so there are these two people down below, and they've got some plans, and there's this person up the top there showing them an empty cup. So perhaps there's someone that you're not quite trusting. Perhaps there's an offer being made to you, or will be made, and you're not sure if you should trust this person or not. Perhaps they're like a good talker, but they don't really have much to offer. something like that. We'll try and clarify this. Okay, in your recent past, you have the devil energy here. So this devil talks about codependence, or perhaps a toxic situation. It's looking like it's in the past and you've just climbed out of this now. So perhaps you were in a workplace which was just very stifling, perhaps a lot of gossip, perhaps someone above you was bullying you, or perhaps even someone below you, or some kind of a subordinate was bullying you, and you were sort of powerless, or you felt powerless to do anything about it. And so perhaps you've decided that you're just going to move on from it. Okay, that's what it's looking like there. Okay, if it's not that, then perhaps you've had a rough patch as far as perhaps you started drinking a little too much, or smoking too much, or doing something too much, and you're just climbing out of that now. I think you saw that this wasn't good for you, and you've taken it upon yourself to move above it. And I'm thinking that you won't go back there. So that's what I'm feeling there. It's either that you've avoided this, you've got out of this toxic workplace situation, or you've pulled yourself out of what could have become quite a nasty habit, okay, a destructive habit, or some kind of dependence. So congratulations if you've made that decision to move on, Pisces. That's it's like a new level of growth that you've had, and you can see that in yourself. You can see, yes, I've done this, and if you sit back and meditate and reflect on the things that you can be thankful for, I'm sure that will be one of them, that you've managed by yourself to pull yourself out of this, okay, whatever it was. Okay, future influence or approaching influence. You have the Two of Pentacles. Here's another two, Pisces, so lots of decisions coming. Now, the Two of Pentacles asks you to decide, what are you going to get rid of to allow those ships at the back to come in. So if you have a look at the juggler there, he's got two of these things. He could juggle those two pentacles indefinitely, so perhaps two jobs or two things within the job, or two whatevers, okay, or two or more whatevers, and that could go indefinitely. They're in that lemniscate, that infinity symbol, going around and round and round. But meanwhile, those ships are out the back there waiting to come in. Now, he can't unload those ships and take their bounty because he's busy with these other two pentacles. Okay, so looks like there's going to be a choice that you're going to have to make. Are you going to take the opportunity and allow those ships to come in and take the benefits that they're offering, those opportunities that they're offering? And it looks like with your two of Swords, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, it's looking like you've got some decisions to make. Okay. We'll clarify some of these anyway, and we'll see where they take us. Okay, what are you offering right now? The Moon. Okay, so this is the talents and skills that you bring to this. The Moon is your card, Pisces. It's a card of spirituality. It's a card of intuition, and it's a card of hidden knowledge. All the answers you need to make these right decisions are within you, Pisces. Okay. And it's going to allow you to grow. Remember, I talked about growth before. Look at this lobster down here, just coming out of the depths now, and wants to get out of there onto dry land and move along that path to enlightenment up towards that moon. And it's a full moon, so perhaps something might be happening around the full moon, or even the new moon coming up, which will help light the path for you somehow. And it looks perhaps as though that whatever you're doing, you might need to just do it in secret. So you can see these two dogs there, they're howling at the moon there, and this could be a good chance for you to do it. It's like you want to do it, but you don't want these people to know about it, or someone to know about it for whatever reason. It's like you want to get a head start, or you just want to work in the background and then leave when no one's looking. So if it's, for example, a toxic relationship, I hope it's not a violent one, Pisces, you're just waiting for the right time to make an escape, okay? Your environment, the way you see the world, the way the world sees you and your place in it. Okay, you have the Eight of Cups. So this is a card of walking away again. So it's a good card because it shows that you've valued yourself. So you have climbed out of this devil energy, and you, again, much like it's confirming our Six of Swords card there, you've climbed out of this negative energy and you're moving towards something else. But look, see how you're moving away at night time? Okay, you're leaving an unbalanced situation. See how there's the 5 cups down the bottom, the 3 on top. There's an unbalanced situation and you've walked away from that. You've valued yourself enough now. Congratulations, Pisces. You'll never go back. Okay, that's really, really, really promising. Okay, so you're moving along. Again, you might be doing it at night time under the moonlight there, just like this character here. All right, got quite a few moons here. We've got the moon in the Two of Swords, the moon in the moon, and we have the moon in the Eight of Cups. In your hopes and fears, you have the Nine of Wands. Wherever you're going, you're not sure if you're going to be facing more of this, more of the same. Okay, you can do it. You can do this job, or you can handle this kind of relationship, but it's like you're not sure if you want to go that way. So I'm feeling it could just be a lack of confidence, almost, that you're not going to fall back into the same old trap. I don't think you are. I think you are. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel now. I think you've just got a couple of I's to dot and T's to cross, Pisces, and you are going to make the move that you've been wanting to make for a while now. And so, look, it's very promising. Really, it's like you've just made some discovery about yourself and you're starting to come out of what might have been a very dark place, if this is for you. And your outcome. The outcome, you have the Nine of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is a genuine energy. Okay, this is like the good guy. Okay, he makes genuine offers of love. They might be a little bit immature. He's not a king, but you're going to be able to feel abundant enough now to offer this genuine emotion, okay, that you may have been stuck for a while and you didn't feel like you could be as emotionally generous and spiritually aware as you wanted to be, and you didn't feel like you could be yourself. It's looking like now you can be yourself, okay, and well, you will at the end when you finally make this decision to move on. You're going to be able to open up and you're going to be able to speak to people from your heart. So I really like that energy, Pisces, because we know you like the deep and meaningful. And this might be a water sign that you'll be able to connect with as well. If it's not a romantic thing, which maybe you're not quite ready, if this is for you, I'm feeling that you're not quite ready for a relationship at the moment, but there's a chance of a really strong friendship coming through here, and either you'll feel strong enough to make an approach to somebody and they will appreciate it, or someone will make an approach to you. So let's have a look now. We'll clarify some of these, find out what perhaps you're moving away from or moving towards to. Now let's have a look at the Six of Swords. So you're moving away from whatever it was, and the Two of Wands is crossing you. I'm just trying to see what we need to clarify here, what doesn't. Let's have a look at your conscious goal. Why is the Two of Swords here? Why is the Two of Swords here? What's this decision about for Pisces for March 2019? Why is the Two of Swords here for Pisces? Okay, and you have the Ace of Cups, yes. Your conscious goal, this is what you're looking for. You want a new emotional beginning. You're walking away from a hurtful situation. You've had enough, you've valued yourself now, and this is what you're heading towards. You're looking for this opportunity from the universe, for this emotional fulfillment, this happiness. And now that you've made that move, the universe will move along and help you along as well. And the universe has seen that. So your spirit guides have seen that perhaps you didn't know that you felt stuck, and so you didn't move anywhere. And now you have made that move. The universe is coming towards you to help you along. And so that's a great feeling. I'm trying to feel like a 3D decision here. What is this? Something a bit more concrete for you than just, nice new start. But I'm feeling it's something to do with this job down here with the Three of Pentacles. Someone in this new job or this new direction that you might not be trusting. Okay, let's have a look. It could be something to do with building, something to do with maybe selling or talking. Here we go. What's this one here? Okay, that just popped out. It's the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords asks you to meditate. It's a card of reflection. Okay, so because this is in your unknown influence, I can't remember if it was you I was saying it to, that answers will come to you through meditation, through spirituality, and you're going to see if this workplace is good for you or not, okay, or if it's for you. You'll be following your intuition, okay, and you'll come up with the right answer for yourself. That's what I'm getting now. I'm not getting anything concrete, so this looks like this is a lot of internal work for you, okay, a lot of things going on inside you, and it's not really mattering at the moment where you're working or who you're associating with. It's more about how you project yourself and how you're seeing yourself. Let's have a look at this Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Let's clarify the Two of Pentacles for Pisces for March 2019. And you have, again, Six of Swords. So your future influence, your approaching influence, you are moving towards something, okay, or away from whatever this was. It looks like you're going to drop one of these things that you're juggling, and you're going to take this new opportunity to allow those ships to come in. Okay, so you've got here your Two of Pentacles here. Okay, juggle. You can juggle that all day long for, who knows, indefinitely, years perhaps. But that's not going to be good for you, and I think you know that, because you're really looking for some growth, and that's where you're at. You're at the stage now where you're trying to grow a little bit, and you've realised that, and you've got this Six of Swords again. So it was in your opening position. It's also in your future influence position. So definitely things looking as though you're giving yourself some direction. Really good, Pisces. Very hopeful energy, and I know that you're feeling that you've attained a new level for yourself somehow, and that's why we have here the Moon card, and that's why what's just dropped out is the Ace of Swords. You have a new clarity about yourself, okay? So there's this growth, this lobster, this crab climbing out of the depths and into enlightenment, okay? Perhaps doing it at night time when there's no one looking, and then you've got clarified by the Ace of Swords, a brand new start for you. Wow. Okay, this is looking really good, Pisces. It feels so, I'm just feeling like you're feeling like you've been born again, like whatever this situation, this dark, horrible situation was, you've made this decision to just go, and I'm feeling so hopeful and optimistic for you, Pisces. Whatever this is you're on, and keep doing it. You don't want to slip back into this. I don't think you will, but just be wary that you might fall into that victim or martyr mentality that Pisces sometimes does, because you run so deep and you feel things so hard that sometimes it's just easier to wallow, and I don't think you will. I think you've really decided that this is the way forward for you. So in your environment, the way the world sees you, the way you see the world, the Eight of Cups. So you've valued yourself. You've said, right, that's it, I'm out of here. You might be doing it surreptitiously or semi-secretly, okay? And that's clarified by the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords is a straight talker, makes clear decisions, and acts on what they've decided. Okay, so you've decided. You have definitely decided that this is your direction. That's a sharp sword. No mucking around. So things must have been pretty rough for you to get you to that point where you are just so decided now, Pisces. You are so decided that you are just moving out of this. And I don't think you're ever going to go back. You know, I was a bit worried before, but now it looks like you are quite clearly moving. Okay, so then in your hopes and fears, you have the Nine of Wands, and you're still a bit unsure about whether you're going to fall back into this cycle. And I think it's just a fear. Why is the Nine of Wands here for Pisces for March 2019? And you have the Star card. This is a card of hope, optimism, and I'm really feeling that this is where you're going. Okay, you are feeling really optimistic and hopeful about things, and because it's clarifying, you know, it's in your hopes and fears position, and it's clarifying the Nine of Wands. I'm saying that you know, the Star card is it's almost negating the Nine of Wands worry. You might be worried that, oh no, another one more thing, it's never going to end. Yes, it is going to end, and there's a new start right very close now. Okay, just keep heading the way, you keep following that star, just keep following that star, you're getting there. And the hope that you're feeling, if you keep that up and you meditate and you thank your spirit guides, and actually, I'm just getting a list, go through, try to get into your meditative state and list all of the things that you can feel grateful for, just one at a time. Friends, you know, your lifestyle, all the good things that you've got, and that'll be showing yourself how good things are for you, and hope will bring more hope, Pisces. Now let's have a look at this Knight of Cups, this knight in shining armor. Find out what this Knight of Cups has to offer for Pisces. Why is the Knight of Cups here for Pisces? And we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so another sword, quite an immature energy. It's a court card, so we've got, you know, you've got a couple of court cards coming out here. The Page of Swords can talk about learning something new, so research. Can also be about gossip, can be about spying on someone, or needing to study up on maybe a new subject, or if you're heading towards a new job or a new qualification or a new field of expertise, you're going to have to put some work in. Okay, so you might be spending a bit of time online just investigating that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting out of that for you in your outcome there. So it's looking like you might be starting some new course or study or something new. So you're going to meet up with someone, and perhaps you'll be doing this together, or someone's going to give you this great idea, and it's going to help you move along. Perhaps something spiritual, but I'm feeling it's like it's got a real practical purpose to it. So whatever you're learning, you're going to be able to use it in your new job or your new position or whatever you're moving towards. And so, look, that's what I've got for you, Pisces. I really hope that's resonated for you. It's looking really positive, really optimistic. Please like and subscribe and leave me any feedback on how this is resonating for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk again in a couple of weeks.